Hi and welcome back, everybody. Hope you all had a fantastic day out there. We got CTO, none other than David Schwartz, coming out from Ripple saying some big statements. Want to cover them all real quickly for you here. But first, talk about U.S. Senator Marco Rubio issuing major warning about Brics. Now, U.S. Senator Marco Rubio is concerned, he says, about the growth of Brics and its threat to the U.S. and its currency. And it's almost like too late, as we're about to talk about the comparison game here between Brics and G7. But he states, if current trends continue, it will become harder and harder for the United States to prevent international violence and oppression through sanctions. Now, at the beginning of 2024, Brics officially did add multiple new nations to the newly expanded Brics, including Egypt and UAE. But let's take a quick look as we compare Brics GDP versus G7. We know that the United States still does really dwarf a lot of this, as we see Brazil just over 2 trillion, just 2%, Russia about 2%, India 4%, and so forth, kind of spread out among them, sitting at 27, little under 28% GDP globally. As we take a look at the United States, sitting at 25% still of the share of the global GDP. So as we take a look at the US dollar dominance, it's not going to be an overnight situation where we just see the dollar fall off the map, but we do see Brics gaining on their heels. So we see the US 25%, Germany 4%, UK 3%, and so forth, as the G7 is 43% of the total share of global GDP. Now, earlier today, I talked about how we heard SEC's delays on grayscale spot Ethereum ETF. And yesterday I reported that SEC's Hester Pierce, which I mistakenly called a man. I understand that Hester Pierce is a woman. I don't write scripts. I do make mistakes. I am human. I apologize to the few folks that jumped all over me on this. But the SEC commissioner doubled down on remarks criticizing the regulators' handling of the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And she essentially said, look, we are not going to do the same thing that we did with the Bitcoin ETFs, as we saw delay after delay after delay. But here we have it again, more delays happening. Now, getting into what Ripple CTO says is XRPL to Google, saying XRP should be the winner of cross-currency payments. And it really still stands. Ripple and Stellar are far ahead of everyone else when it comes to cross-border payments. These two digital assets are my plays, my particular choices in digital assets for cross-border payments. As I want to pull up this quote right here, David says, I strongly believe that the XRPL is the best option for cross-currency payments and liquidity provision. He says it was developed specifically for this purpose and everything has been optimized for the particular use case. Therefore, if it fails to deliver in this area, it would be like Google failing to search, he says jokingly, as obviously when was the last time Google failed to search? XRPL could serve smart contract purposes, as David Schwartz acknowledges XRPL's potential to serve as a hub for an ecosystem that goes beyond its primary focus. I am so excited to see smart contracts rolling out for Stellar. We just saw that come out here. We just discussed that earlier. Can't lie, we're feeling super hyped about smart contracts coming to Stellar. We have 5 days there. They're coming to Ripple in time, and everything is beautiful on the home front. Now, I know there's a lot of FUD out there, and we will get through it in time. Do not let people FUD you out of your bags. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. Make sure that you understand these two digital assets, XRP and XLM, are two of the best in the business. That's all I got for you for now. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, drop an X in the comments section, and we will see you all in the next one.